StadiumDB.com presents New stadiums opening in 2026. Hi! The future of stadiums looks very promising, with numerous projects from big clubs. But not only them. As Thierry Henry recently said, you can be small and compete. Will that be the case in 2026? Well, we think so. We have compiled a list of 20 venues that, in our opinion, deserve special attention. This time we travel almost all over the world, missing only South America and Antarctica. We start in a country where good footballers have for years faced a shortage of modern stadiums. Croatia, Stadion Zagreb, capacity 11,163, Zagreb. A second major football stadium will actually be built in Croatia. The concrete cycling track will be removed and the auditorium will be brought closer to the pitch, giving the facility a typical football-like form. The stadium will be able to host European Cup matches and national teams. After this modernization, the venue would become one of the very few modern ones in the country. Russia, Streltsov Stadium, capacity 15,000, Moscow. One of the most beautifully located stadiums in Moscow, opened in 1953, right on the banks of the Moskva River, will undergo an upgrade after many years. The modernized Torpedo Stadium will receive a typical football-like layout. The arena will receive an oval-shaped canopy to protect and marine the flats from annoying stadium noise on match days. Bulgaria, Stadion Balgarska Armia, capacity 16,021, Sofia. The new CSKA Sofia Stadium is being built on the site of the demolished Balgarska Armia Stadium. The stadium will have a rectangular, typical football layout without an athletics track. The venue will also benefit from the environmentally friendly solutions, including the use of rainwater and solar energy. France, Stade Armand-Cesari, capacity 16,500, Furiani. The concept for the modernization of Corsica's Stade Armand-Cesari involves rebuilding the stand behind the eastern goal, roofing both stands behind the goals, and extending the roof over the north and south stand, so that the auditorium is fully covered. Additional spaces will be created in the stadium, including a museum and restaurant in the north stand and the new VIP area in the south stand. The facility is also to receive a facade that, in addition to its decorative value, will protect against wind gusts. Israel, Ashdod Stadium, capacity 20,000, Ashdod. It will be one of the most advanced stadiums in all of Israel. The complete plan calls for the construction of an entire sports complex with an arena, Olympic swimming pool and training pitches. After the new stadium is built, the old Yud Aleph Stadium is to be demolished and also used for housing development. Uganda, Hoima Stadium, capacity 20,000, Hoima. The sports stadium is located in Hoima town in the western region of Uganda. The main purpose of the stadium is to be part of the 3 stadiums that Uganda will use to host the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations, which will be held in the East African countries, Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda. Italy, Stadio Erasmo Iacovone, capacity 21,000, Taranto. Is this a prelude to the modernization of Italy's stadium infrastructure? We are not sure, but we do know that the inauguration of the new arena is scheduled for April 2026, 2 months before the Mediterranean Games. The arena will receive 2 levels of stands and seats in red and blue. The number will increase to 21,000 once the renovation work is complete. USA, Miami Freedom Park, capacity 25,000, Miami. Miami Freedom Park is a center planned 100% by private investors linked to David Beckham. The most important of these is a 25,000-seat stadium with 2 levels of stands. In addition, the arena will have a roof enclosing the fans. But that is not all. There will also be public parks, a technology center, restaurants and shops, football pitches for the community, and the project will generate more than 13,000 workplaces. Construction of the stadium has been extended until 2026. Will Leo Messi attend the inauguration? Tanzania, Samia Suluhu Hassan Stadium, capacity 30,000, Arusha. Samia Suluhu Hassan Stadium is the second sports stadium in a list that will be used during AFCON 2027. The arena will be used for football and rugby matches, as well as events such as athletics. The estimated value of the project will be more than $110 million. New Zealand. One New Zealand Stadium, capacity 30,000, Christchurch. CSKA Stadium will have stands for 30,000 spectators and will be equipped with a full canopy covering both the stands and the pitch. The facility will be built in the heart of Christchurch city centre. The arena will be used for rugby union, rugby league or football, with the Crusaders rugby team expected to be the main user. The stadium will also host concerts and other events. If you love such topics and want to keep up to date with news in the world of stadiums, click subscribe and turn on the bell. Your support really motivates us to create more material. And now back to the list. Japan. Mizuho Park Athletics Stadium, capacity 30,000, Nagoya. Although Nagoya is more associated with volleyball, the football stadium for Nagoya Grampus will open in 2026. The new venue will have an athletics track surrounded by two-tier covered stands. The stands will be decorated with wooden elements. The roof of the stadium will be characterized by a slightly irregular shape. France. Stade de la Meinau, capacity 32,000, Strasbourg. One of the important objectives of the project is to keep the necessary demolition to a minimum. Therefore, the three stands will retain their existing canopies. For this, there will be major changes underneath, with the reconstruction of the main south stand to be completed in 2026. The stadium is to collect rainwater, and the south stand will also receive solar panels. The solar screens are to receive an area of 4,400 square meters and will be created from cut pieces of Airbus A340 fuselages. USA. Ryan Field, capacity 35,000, Everston. The plan is to build a brand new stadium on the site of the demolished Ryan Field. The stands will be steeper, closer to the playing field, and divided into three tiers along the length of the field and two behind the ends. The auditorium will be fully covered by a roof. The concept draws inspiration from the now defunct Chicago Stadium. The stadium will be built primarily for the Northwestern Wildcats college football team representing Northwestern University. Kyrgyzstan. Bishkek Arena, capacity 45,000, Orok. The stadium at the foot of the Kyrgyz mountains will have a typical football grandstand layout with a circular shape. The facility will be equipped with a range of amenities, VIP boxes and shops. The arena is expected to combine the features of a modern sports facility with traditional architecture. From the outside, the building is expected to resemble a yacht, and the facility will also be rich in distinctive local design. Saudi Arabia. Aramco Stadium, capacity 46,096, Al-Khobar. In order to give the stadium an original character, whirlpools, which occur naturally in the waters near Ad-Dammam, were chosen as the theme. The facility will therefore be given a dynamic spiral form. The stadium will be given a typical football profile. The stands will be divided into two tiers. The screens will be erected in the corners. The arena's composition, imitating swirling water, will be given by repeated, overlapping segments forming the roof and facade. Construction should be completed in the first half of 2026, making the venue ready for the 2027 Asian Cup. Kenya. Talanta Stadium, capacity 60,000, Nairobi. Talanta Sports Stadium will be used exclusively for football and rugby matches. It will not have an athletics track. The stadium will be located in an area known as the Jamhuri Grounds, about 10 kilometers west of Nairobi's central business district. This is another stadium that will be used to host the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations. China. Wuxi Olympics Sports Center Stadium, capacity 60,000, Wuxi. A large sports complex will be built in Wuxi, which will also include a football stadium. The facility will be equipped with an athletics track and double-tiered stands and will comply with the ideas of sustainability. The auditorium will be roofed and the building will be covered with a light transparent membrane. The main structure of the entire project will take on a dynamic form reminiscent of a horse saddle. The complex will also include a large sports hall, an indoor swimming pool and a building with flats for athletes. England, Etihad Stadium, capacity 61,958, Manchester. Prior to the expansion of the North Stand, a major change was made to the plans. As well as extending the stands itself, the project also included the construction of new commercial buildings as well as a covered spectator area that could accommodate up to 3,000 people. Unlike the South Stand, where a third floor has been added, the expansion of the North Stand will result in a significant expansion of the second level. The expanded stand is expected to be ready for the start of the 2025-26 season, with the entire project completed by the end of 2026. USA, new Highmark Stadium, capacity 62,000, Buffalo. The new stadium will be built next to the Buffalo Bills' existing arena, Highmark Stadium, in the southern suburbs of Buffalo. The stands of the new stadium will be split over several levels and will have a capacity of around 62,000 spectators and will nevertheless rank among the smallest in the NFL league. The full-roofed stadium, which is becoming increasingly popular in the NFL, was abandoned due to the high cost and because broadcasts from snowy Buffalo have almost become part of the Bills' image. From the outside, the facility will take its cue from the local architecture. The new stadium will have a much more extensive commercial and catering offer. Spain, Spotify Camp Nou, capacity 105,053, Barcelona. When the Blaugrana return to the playing matches in their own stadium, only the final stage of construction will be left to complete. The main features are the construction from scratch of a new third floor with a uniform height around the entire outer perimeter, the creation of a VIP ring between the second and third floors, and the roofing of all spectators' seats in the stadium. 3 large screens will be built under the roof. From the outside, the venue will be given an open character with wide terraces. The stadium will increase its capacity to more than 105,000 spectators. If no further delays come, the completion of the Camp Nou expansion work is planned for 2026. That's all for today. Apart from Barcelona's stadium, which venue impressed you the most? Let us know in the comments and remember to subscribe to the channel so that no news from the world of stadiums misses you. Thanks for watching and see you there.